Hey everyone, it's Brian here from B&D Crafts More here on YouTube. Today I'm on to do my monthly card making YouTube hop here on YouTube. It's hosted by yours truly, B&D Crafts More. And I'd like you to join as well if you would be interested in joining this hop. Please do DM me on Instagram at B&D Crafts More. And it's telling you to be interested in joining the hop, and I can get you hooked up for that. So today we're making this card that I was inspired to make by Sam Calcott over a Mixed Up Craft here on YouTube. And I'm going to give you the link to the description in the description box below this video for that video. But we're making this beauty of a card here. It will stand up like this. There you go. Yeah, I think you're going to like this card a lot. I'm going to show you how to make this card right now. So first, I've already pre-cut all my papers and everything, I believe. So all we really need to do is just some scores on here. So this is going to be the base of the card here. You're going to want to cut that at 4 1/4 inches by 8 inches. But if you want to put it in a slimline envelope, which is also known as number 10 business envelope, you may want to cut it down to 4 inches by 8 inches. But we're not going to do that this time. But I will show you how to make it this way. But if you want to make it 4 by 8, all you got to do is cut this at 4 inches, like right there, and just take a 1/4 inch off of the mat and the layer that I'm doing from those instructions, and you'll be set. Everything else stays the same. So for this part, for this base, you're going to want to score 1 1/2 inches. And score again at 6 1/2 inches. And that's all you got to do right now to this base. I'll show you what to do with the matting layer in just a minute. And we're going to need 3 strips of green cardstock or whatever color you want for the 3 tiers for the step down. First piece is going to be 1 1/4 inches by 7 inches. And we're going to score that at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 6 inches, and 6 1/2 inches. Our next piece is going to be 1 inch by 8 inches. And we're going to score that at, let's see, 1/2, 1 1/2 inches, 6 1/2 inches, and 7 1/2 inches. And our final piece for this part is a piece of 3/4 inch by 9 inch cardstock. And we're going to score this one at 1/2 inch, 2 inches, 7 inches, and 8 1/2 inches. And we're going to go ahead now and put up our scoreboard. So I am going to go ahead and start. I'm going to first of all burnish these score lines that I just made on everything. I'm going to do mount folds on the card front on both sides. And for our steps here, we're going to do all mountain folds as well. So all 4 of these score lines are going to be mountain folded on each of the 3 pieces of the, the steps. We're going to go ahead and do this one as well. As you can tell, I have some inky fingers, which means I've obviously been crafting some lately. And thank you all for all your warm wishes and everybody tell me to get well soon and everything. I am doing much, much better now. I've even done some work outside in the past few days, which surprisingly did not tire me out at all. So that's good news. So next we're going to want a piece of 4" by 4 3/4 inch cardstock to put here in this area here. And I don't know why that doesn't match, but I'm going to cut this down a little more. I'm going to cut it down actually to, you cut down to whatever you need to. I'm just going to cut this one down to 4 by 4.5 because this does not seem to work well for me. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to grab my glue. You can use double-sided tape if you want to for this, or just regular art glitter glue or barely art glue or whatever. But I'm just going to use, some regular barely art glue for this one. Let's see how this works here. That's going to have to be cut down by 1/4 inch as well because I did that earlier on the other one. So we're going to glue this down in just a minute, actually. I think I'm going to wait a minute to do that. First, we're going to do our other pieces, which are 1/4 inches by 4 inches. So I'm thinking this is going to be the bottom of the card here because nobody's going to see this part here. And it is a little uneven though, of course, but the bigger part is the fact that there's more gap down here. So I'm going to make this the bottom of the card. And if you do want one of these cards for me to make for you, please let me know. And I will make you one. I'm going to sell these for $5. And it'll probably be in my coffee shop or Ko-Fi shop, whatever you want to call it. It's ko-fi.com, where you'll be able to find that. This does not look right at all. Wow, I did a terrible job on that. Sorry, y'all. We're just going to keep on going with it, though. We're going to go ahead and lay this like this. And this came from the Ma Heifer's collection from Crafty Stamp Co., which I'm pretty certain they don't have this collection in stock anymore. It's been discontinued. But I'll let you know in the description box if it is still available. And I'm going to put these cows on the side here. On this part. And I'm going to use the B side of this paper for the two sides here. I like that red gingham pattern a lot. Gonna get my washcloth here and just wipe that excess glue down. And here's my other side here. Gonna put this down here. Wipe that down / burnish it down. And now we're ready almost to start on our steps. So before we go any further, I'd like to do this part, which this here is totally optional. You do not have to put the grass on these if you don't want to, or you could do it on just one or two, or you could do like me, doing it on all three. Now, what I did with this is I cut 3 pieces of green cardstock, same green as the steps. The back one, the largest one, the one that's going to go in the back, is 5 inches wide by 1.5 inches tall. The middle one is going to be 5 inches wide by 1.25 inches tall. And the front's going to be 5 inches wide by 1 inch tall. And I used the a slimline die from Scrappy Tales, which has probably been long since discontinued. But I'll show it to you. It is a grass line die. I forget what the die set was called. But I've been in a hillside die set. And this was just a flat one. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's been discontinued. But if it is still available, on the off chance it's still available, I will definitely put an affiliate link in the description box below this video. And of course, with the affiliate links, you won't pay any extra, but I may earn a small commission from your purchase. So win-win. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and I've already folded these, of course. So I probably shouldn't have already, but I did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just, so on this side is where we're going to put our grass at. Because this opposite side is going to be the side you see on the card. So we're just going to go ahead, and since this is a die where it does not have a bottom to it, or bottom line, to stop cutting it, this will be the perfect die to use in a situation like this, because you make it as short or as tall as you wish. So I'm going to go ahead and glue the back to the step base here. And there will be a line, almost invisible line. It's right here on this one. We're going to put glue on this up to that line. That will ensure that we have everything at the right height and everything. You can see the grass just enough. Let's see if I can do this here with the camera around. I don't know if I can. Let's just call that the line there. I was pretty close. There we go. I think that'll do. I'll turn this around and burnish it down some with my bone folder. And I'll, of course, set these back again. Next one we're going to do is the medium one, which is the middle. So that's going to be 5 by 1/4. So we're going to go ahead and do like that. Fit this down here. I'm just going to guesstimate here and hope for the best. I will take this off camera for a moment. That should be just about right. And burnish it. Burnish it on this side as well. And as you can see with 5-inch grass line here, we can actually, I'll have to cut this off a little bit here though, just a smidgen. But you can see here that it does not really interfere much with the folds, but it does just a smidgen here. So I'm just going to cut that little tiny bit off. And that should do it. And now finally for our last piece, it's the front piece. Going to do the same thing. This one's going to be 5 by 1 inch. We're doing each piece 1/4 of an inch taller than the piece that the step itself. So remember, the steps are 1/4, 1 3/4 of an inch, but we're making these grass pieces 1/4 of an inch taller. So we can, do what we need to do. To see the grass, I guess. I'm sorry if I'm not making any sense today, y'all. I really am. Looks like this one's going to have to be trimmed down a little bit too on this end, so I'll do that real quick. Trimmed off too much, but oh well. That'll work. That'll work. Okay, so we are ready now to put these onto our card. But first, I want to go ahead and put our cows on here before we put them on. And this one is the one we're going to be putting on the back piece. This is the cow with a hot dog, holding a hot dog and with a mustard bottle behind them. This stamp and die set is called Picnic Cows. It's from Not Too Shabby Shop. I'm not sure if it's still in stock or not. I did not look. But if it is, I'll leave that link in the description box below this video. But that will not be an affiliate link. Gonna do that about there. So it looks like the cow is popping out of the grass. Oh, that was a medium-sized one. That That was a middle piece I just did. Okay. We're still going to stick with that, though. And this one's got a cow with a strawberry and a watermelon, holding a watermelon slice, and an ant next to it. So, yeah, that's going to go right there, I guess. You won't be able to see the strawberry or the ant, really, unfortunately, but you'll see the watermelon slice in the cow, which is what really matters in this case, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and put glue on this one side right here. There's the 1/2-inch strip. And we're going to line up against this first score line here. Okay, so there we go. We got that on there. Okay. So all we really got to do now is just fold this like so. We're going to want this second score line to meet up right here at the first score line on the card base. And now we're going to go ahead and put some more glue on here. On the right side, that's the 1/2-inch at the very end. And we're going to go ahead and put that down. And that's going to line up against the end of that piece. It's going to line up against that right-hand score line. So that's our first row. Going to look like that. You can fix these up a little bit if you need to. Like that. Right side didn't want to pop up right at first. And now we got this next one. Going to do the same thing. Left 1/2-inch piece gets the glue on it. And we're going to start this piece right where the previous piece ends and folds over to the second to here. As you can see. Gonna burnish that down some. Well, do that a little better. That does not want to work right. Okay, then. Take that off. We're going to do this again. That's why I'm using liquid glue in this case, as opposed to score tape or just any other double-sided tape adhesive or dry adhesive. Okay. Now that we got that side done, all we got to do is meet this next score line up right there at the score line on the left for the card itself. And then we're going to fold over this last 1/2-inch. Put some glue on the back of it. And we're going to line that up like so to the other side, right side of the card, where it will also meet up with the end of where the end piece folds onto the other part there. Like I said, I'm sorry if I'm not making sense. I'm trying my best here. I have not done a pre-recorded video probably all year. So this is like, yeah. I need a lot of practice, apparently. Getting back into this. So that's what that's going to look like now. Finally, our last row. We're going to put our sentiment on here first. And let me grab my reverse tweezers for this. It just says, well done. We're going to glue that onto the middle of this piece here. And by the middle, I mean the middle part that's middle of the middle part, let's say. Like that. See how that goes. I did make a little boo-boo there by writing just above that line on the grass. So I'm trying to cover that up. But there we go. I'm going to put that glue on a 1/2-inch tab here. Oops. Going to match this up to the other end here. Where that other piece, it folds over. And we are almost done, y'all. We're almost done with this project. So now we're going to go ahead and pull this, flatten it out to where this second score mark meets that first score mark on the base and the other score marks on the other steps. And we're going to take this right hand tab here, put a little glue on it. And we're going to flatten this out like we did before completely. And then turn that last tab in. And there you go. Now I'm going to burnish that down some. See, it does not want to stay right for some reason. Okay, so sometimes you may need to train it a little bit to make it do right. But this is your finished result here. It's going to look like that from up above and look like this from in front. And what all you got to do to mail this off is just flatten it. Don't have to fold it in to each other. Just flatten it. It will work. It will ship. As long as you keep that 4 inches by 8 inches, which I did not do. I hope you all had a great time watching this video. Leave a thumbs up if you haven't done so yet. And if you haven't done so as well, please subscribe and hit that bell to get notified of any future videos or live streams or premieres that I do. I hope y'all have a great day. See y'all again real soon. Bye.